And for more on the impact of the Ukraine-Russia crisis, let's bring in former commander of U.S. Forces in Korea and ABC News contributor, retired General Robert Abrams. General Abrams, thanks for being here. What was your reaction when you heard Vladimir Putin's announcement of this, quote, special military operation, and then saw everything unfold overnight?
Diane, my initial reaction was that all of the predictions that we've been talking about for several weeks now have come true, and President Putin's made false claims all along that he never intended to invade Ukraine. Because what we're seeing, let's be clear, is a all-out, full-scale military invasion of Ukraine. This is not a limited special military operation. This is an all-out invasion. And really, Putin specified principally his two objectives. One, to demilitarize Ukraine, and secondly, to denazify. And I think in the simplest terms, that means he is bent on destroying their Ukrainian military in total or disarming them. And secondly, he intends to replace the government, to decapitate the current democratically elected government of Ukraine and install a Russian puppet.
Now, you've led armed forces through all kinds of assignments. So what do you think it's like there right now for the Ukrainian soldiers trying to fight this?
Well, I think these are very difficult situations. They understand the challenges. Like many people, I've been watching open source videos that you can find on social media. This is tough fighting, but they're on the side of righteousness. And I think that their morale has got to remain high. They've got a difficult task ahead. They'll measure their victories one day at a time, maybe one battle at a time. But make no mistake, this is extraordinarily difficult. This is a very powerful Russian military force that is using every means available. It's going to be brutal and bloody.
So what does this attack mean for the U.S. armed forces stationed in Eastern Europe?
Well, I think it means a couple of things. And, we do have some additional troops, as previously mentioned, that flowed in from the United States. But we should keep in mind that we keep already about 50,000 total U.S. troops from all the services permanently stationed in the European continent. And we maintain about 15,000 rotational troops. 9,000 of those come from the continental United States, U.S. Army forces were already in Poland. We're already forward positioned in Romania, conducting training and interoperability exercises with our NATO partners. What this means for them is they've been doing this since 2015. We've been telling them, hey, we don't know how this is going to turn out in Eastern Europe. Your job is to be there, show clear resolve, U.S. resolve, and make sure you're ready should the call come. What this means for them now is this is real. They're not anywhere close to the action. There's no intent to put them into the action. But if I was a small unit commander in Poland right now, today would have been a wake-up call that this is actually real. It's happening, and we need to take our training and preparation seriously because we don't know how it's going to end.
And President Biden responded to the attack, saying that the United States and its allies and partners will respond in a united and decisive way. What kind of a response would you like to see?
Well, I think I'm not sure we've seen the full extent of all the sanctions that can be brought to bear against Russia and all of the oligarchs and all their families and everyone else. So first and foremost, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see some action from the United Nations Security Council. I know that we attempted last night, but we should not give up the fight. And the more voices from the international community, we have nations who are far away, have the least at stake in the outcome, and they are now speaking out against Russia's unlawful invasion of sovereign Ukraine. So we should continue to press for more international support, not only to delegitimize Russia's actions, but also gain support for the Ukrainian people. What they need is real. They need medical supplies. They're going to need money. They're going to need munitions. But most importantly, they need the full support of the international community. And that's where I think we've got to continue to provide that in our leadership role, not only in NATO, but in the international community.
All right, General Abrams, we appreciate your analysis and your time today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.